Hi and welcome to Cheeky Richo's Yogurt Dough Apple and Almond Camp Oven Damper. The ingredients are in the recipe box below, so let's get started. The first thing that we're going to do is make our mix-ins for our damper. So we've just got some brown sugar, to which we are going to add some ground almonds. Now you can grind them yourself or you can just use almond meal, whatever's easiest. And we've got some cinnamon. Put that in there. Just give that a little mix around so that it's well combined and put it to one side. Now our yogurt dough, I've shown you that in a different video, is very simple. You just get your flour, you add your baking powder. I always add a little bit of baking powder when I'm making damper just to ensure that you've got a nice even rise. It's in with our yogurt now. We're just using natural Greek yogurt. You could use any variety of plain yogurt that you like, and we just mix this together until you've got a nice soft pliable dough. Don't overwork it because you do not want to toughen your damper. And then we're going to roll this out roughly onto a floured surface. Now you're going to have to get your hands in there. It'll be really quite sticky, but don't overwork it. Just bring it all together, and that is what you should have. Put that to one side and I'll show you what to do with our apples. Okay, we just peeled and cored one apple and we are going to slice it with a mandolin. You can actually use any knife that you like. Put the apple in there and we're going to get nice even slices. About that big. Time to assemble our apple cinnamon almond damper. Now as we're going to be cooking this in a camp oven, and this is actually the steamer out of my pressure cooker, but if you've got a little steamer laying about, they're perfect. You've got a bit of airflow through for the heat. We're going to just line that with some foil. Because we're using sugar in this recipe, it may actually stick to the bottom, and this will make sure that you'll be able to get it out of the tray easily. And then of course you can use this foil as the plate. Give it a light spray with some oil or some butter, whatever's most convenient, and put it to one side. Now we're just going to flour our surface, tip out our yogurt dough and roll it out quite thinly. So extra flour on our hands and our rolling pin. We're going to make this into a long strip. Then we sprinkle some of our mixture down the center of it, down to one side. We're going to actually make this into two long ropes. Half of our mixture goes on this side, and we just roll it over on itself and pinch it shut. Just pinch it over, like so. Pinch it shut. Then cut off that section there. Anywhere it hasn't sealed properly because the cinnamon has compromised the edges of it, just pinch it shut. It's going to be rolled around in a circle anyway. Okay, now with that pinch shut, doesn't matter if you have any little spills because it's a camp recipe after all, and just sprinkle our remaining ingredients and the full length there. Now you'll notice there's no sugar actually in the dough. The sugar will be provided from the almonds and the sugar and the cinnamon and the sweetness from the apple. You want to pinch this over as well. Okay, now we get our pre-prepared tray. Make a spiral sort of snake with our yogurt dough. So, pop that one. You'll have to do it in two batches because you'll never manage it otherwise. Into the center like so. There you have it. Now we get our apples and we just slip them in amongst our fold all around. Just take our apples, find a gap and push your apples in. Doesn't matter if they overlap, any fold. It doesn't even matter if it's the actual fold in the pastry that we've made. We're just going to brush the top with some milk. I like to sprinkle it with just a little bit of crystallized raw sugar because that'll sort of caramelize a little bit and give it a nice crunchy coating as well. And not too much, just a little sprinkle over the top, probably about maybe a teaspoon. Now into the camp oven we go. This is our little Dowry camp oven, which is just taking the lid off it. We have the trivet inside so that our damper isn't sitting straight on the base because it will burn. In goes our little damper, looks like an apple flower. Push the handle over to one side and then just pop the lid on. Richo's got a fire going. We're just preparing our coals so that we can cook our damper. Okay, he's just put the camp oven onto the fire. He's just going to cover the lid with red hot coals.
boiling.
Our apple cinnamon damper is hot from the coals now. Nicely browned on top. Bubbly hot. This is bubbling there. Okay, just lift it out of our tray. It's nicely browned on the sides. Look at the bottom here. The bottom is like a circle. Now you can pull it apart like that if you like, or we're going to cut it and you can see what it looks like through the centre. And there you have it. You can see all the layers of the cinnamon, sugar, almonds and apples through there. And that's what it looks like inside. Hope you enjoyed our little cooking demonstration of Cheeky Richo's apple almond damper in the campfire. If you'd like to see more interesting recipes and ideas, just check out our Cheeky Richo channel and don't forget to please subscribe. And do come back and visit us again soon. We have so much more to show you and we're uploading lots of videos every week. And thank you very much for watching. Have a lovely day. A little taste, shall we? Just break it apart with your fingers. Moist and sticky. The apple's just got a tiny bit of crispness left in it. Oh, how good is that? That's excellent. Tastes a little bit smoky. It's good. Thanks for watching.